This morning in the Eagle studio, Peyton Heide with us. Peyton, good morning.
Morning.
And we're excited to have you here. We're excited to talk about football. And Peyton, do you struggle to find people to talk football with here in Winkler?
It is a little bit tougher of a sport to talk to people in Winkler. I talk to my dad a lot about it. That's probably when I talk the most about it. There's other people who have interest, but most of my dad. That's pretty much it.
Certainly not too common of a sport out here in the Pembina Valley, but for you, it sounded like football started at an early age where you decided, yep, this is the one for me.
Yeah, so I tried out all the other sports, never clicked. It was never, I could just tell that was never really my sport. When I was about 8, tried football out. Parents drove me out there, and I was hooked. That was my sport. I knew that right away. I played flag, played tackle, all that. Yeah. My sport.
Well, I think this maybe was what mom and dad wanted, naming you Peyton and all.
Right. Yeah, I had those expectations, I guess, set for me there. But no, my dad grew up big football fan too. Same with my grandpa. So I don't know, had to be the next, I guess, next high to be interested in football. First one to play though, so
there we go. And so this playing football, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of effort that has to be put in by you and I guess your parents. As you're right now, you're playing in Winnipeg and you're going back and forth multiple days a week.
Yeah, so it's a big commitment, and I'm very lucky for parents I have that they'll drive me out. They'll support me through whatever I need. So it's great. I have great parents that. Yeah, it's great.
Yes, it is. And so today we got you in here to talk about the Saskatchewan Manitoba High School Challenge Cup. This big game that was played in Saskatchewan. You were a part of Team Manitoba, but for those that don't know what this Challenge Cup, talk about, who are the players and what is this about?
So it's a Manitoba versus Saskatchewan, like you said. It's our rural football leagues. So I play for the St. Vital Mustangs, who are in the RMFL, Rural Manitoba Football League, and so we took 3 teams from our league, St. Vital Mustangs, we had the Winnipeg Falcons, and Interlake Thunder. We actually played the Thunder in our championship just last November, where we won, and then we play against the Saskatchewan Rural Football League. They have 23 teams in it, opposed to our 8, and they took from all their teams. We just took from 3. They were seniors. We were grade 10s, grade 11s. We had some seniors too. We came out to Saskatchewan. Manitoba won. We won first time in 20 years. It was a great feeling, great to represent Manitoba in that game.
Yes, it probably was. And the way you make it sounds like they had a bigger pool of players to choose from than over here in Manitoba.
Yes, yeah. So we brought about 30 players. I'd probably say it was pretty even, and probably 10 per team. Whether their team was composed from 23 of their Saskatchewan teams. So, yeah.
So you ended up, surprising them a little bit and showing them that, yeah, here in Manitoba we play football too.
We definitely gave them a bit of a shock. They were ready for the game, but I don't think they were ready for our team that we had made, for all the dedication that every single person put on that team. We had 13 practices. We were all super committed to that team. That was our number one priority for that month and a half. It was for this game, and we all knew that. Came to Saskatchewan with one goal, and then we knew it was to win, and we weren't gonna leave unsatisfied. We came out there, we showed Saskatchewan, we got that win.
Yes, you did. And so you mentioned 13 practices, less than 2 months, and it all leads up to one game where you get one shot at this. And so what's that pressure like before the game?
I get very nervous before games. It's ask anybody that I play for. I usually throw up before games. It's this game I wasn't nervous. This game I knew we were prepared for. I knew what the goal was, and I had all sights on that goal. So, yeah, we were all ready. In the locker room, we were all ready. We had some of the captains give speeches to us. Most of the coaches did. I was elected as a captain for that game, and I was not told this prior to our captains being called up. So it was a bit of a shock for me. I wasn't expecting it. but it was an honor to represent Winkler in that game as a captain too.
And so, did you guys know anything about the Saskatchewan team? Like, there probably wasn't much you guys could really prepare for specifically.
We the only thing we knew about Saskatchewan is the film from last year that we watched. So what they do, they ran a very, very different offense to ours. They run a more run the ball, like ground and pound is what they call it down there. Just run it into your face, smash mouth football. While we run a little bit more of lots of receivers. We usually have 4 receivers at a time, if not 5, and we just throw that ball everywhere. We do run a little bit, but we are a throwing team. We have a great quarterback who led us, won MVP of that, our offensive MVP of that game. We came out there. They weren't expecting us. I say we look very professional out there. We were all ready. We knew exactly what we were doing.
Right on. And the game ended 44-33. And from the way you make it sounds like Team Manitoba was leading throughout this game.
Yeah, so we never, we scored first. We never let our foot off the gas. It was, we scored and then they scored, but they never led in that game. Closest it was ever was a 1-point game. Late in the 4th, we made just a major stop on defense. Our defense gave us that chance. We scored a touchdown, closed that game out, and it was just great feeling there. That's the moment we knew this was our game. We were gonna win. First Manitoba team in 20 years. So it was great to be a part of that, really.
And for you in that game with your touchdowns and your catches, what was your highlight of the game for yourself, you think?
It's probably not an actual play. I had some tough mental battles in that game for myself. I'm known for not dropping any balls. I have I'd say I have very secure hands. And there was one play I told my quarterback, I said, hey, let me run this route. I swear I'll be open. And he trusts me enough to so he called that in the play and I was open. I was about 20 yards from the end zone. It was a good ball. It was a little bit low, and I dropped that. And I said that to myself. I was like, I was really down, and I said, it's next play. Forget about this one. And I usually don't. I usually don't. And it was, my coaches all know that. They knew I was frustrated, but I came back. Same play. I said, let's do it again. I swear this time I'm gonna catch it. Same play again. Caught it. It was probably 45-yard touchdown. That was probably my highlight. It was teammates were all helping me through that, so that was probably my highlight of the game. And winning. Winning is always good.
Winning is good, and it sounds like it's been a season of winning. You said you guys won the championship here in the Rural Football League, and then winning this one here. This must be kind of your best year in football so far.
Yeah. So last spring I started kind of with the Mustangs program with Coach Funk. He reached out to me for flag. Unfortunately, we did not win that one. We came in second, and then we had winter flag. Then we won that one, and that's kind of when it started. Then we played our Mustangs team. First year in the Rural Football League, we somewhat dominated that league. Came in first seed, and we never looked back. Won that championship, and now came to Saskatchewan. Won that. We're hoping to bring back another championship in the season I'm in right now, flag, spring. Seems like we should. And, I don't see why we would lose any soon. So we're hoping we're going to keep winning some championships at St. Vital. And, yeah.
Right on. Well, congratulations on the win. We hope it continues for you, Peyton. Thanks so much for coming in today.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Hey, I'm Ronnie Gunther. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. If you have something going on in the community and you want to share it on the morning show, we'd love to have you. Send us an email at news@pembinavalleyonline.com. If you like the video, give it a like and share it with your friends. We'll see you next time.